a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Take your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play. Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time off.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3, testing. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, test. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, testing.
The Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind a Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving was the hardest, so we made it a little. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org. Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Let's give him a hand. Snap Fitness is the official fitness partner of the Cowlitz Black Bears. And now, fans, it's time to meet tonight's starting lineups as presented by Drew's Groceries. First with the visiting Northwest Star Nighthawks, as announced by head coach Casey Dyer. Leading off at right field, number 48, Xavier Gilmore. Batting second, the left fielder, number 2, Hank Hearn. Batting third, the third baseman, number 7, Cannon Humphreys. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 62, Josh Manser. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 61, Colin Schiller. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 42, Carlos Beltran. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 45, Caden Hernandez. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 17, Cesar Rodriguez. Batting ninth, the shortstop, number 9, Dylan Haw. The starting pitcher for the Nighthawks is number 25, Steve Kovac. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Cowlitz Black Bears. As announced by head coach Kelly Stinnett. Leading off in center field from North Dakota State, number 17, Sam Canton. Batting second, the shortstop from Iowa Western, number 2, AJ Singer. Batting third, the left fielder from Dallas Baptist University, number 18, Ian Riley. Batting fourth, the designated hitter from Dallas Baptist University, number 11, Grant Jay. Batting fifth, the right fielder from Wichita State, number 15, Seth Stroh. Batting sixth, the third baseman from USC, number 34, Chris Brown. Batting seventh, the catcher from Washington State University, number 10, Griffin Sotomayor. Batting eighth, the first baseman from Cal State Fullerton, number 30, Max Ortega. Batting ninth, the second baseman from Cal State Fullerton, number 19, Eli Lopez. The starting pitcher for the Black Bears tonight is number 31 from Mount Hood Community College, Jaden Benson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please rise, remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of the national anthem by Summer Bonner Davenport.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous
Good evening and welcome to David B. Story Field. I am Joey Senna welcoming you in for Game 2, the final game of this quick 2-game non-league series featuring the Northwest Star Nighthawks and your Cowlitz Black Bears. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Nighthawks. Leading off, playing right field, Xavier Gilmore. Batting second, the left fielder, Hank Kern. In the 3 spot, playing third base, is Cannon Humphreys. Batting fourth, the cleanup hitter, the DH, Josh Manser. And the 5th spot, the first baseman, Colin Schiller. Batting sixth, behind the plate, Carlos Beltran. Batting 7th, the second baseman, Caden Hernandez. And in the 8 and 9 spots are the center fielder, Cesar Rodriguez, and the shortstop, Dylan Ha. They're going to be facing off against Jaden Vinson of the Black Bears. Vinson has a 3-pitch mix. We'll see a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, and a slider from the southpaw. Out of Mount Hood Community College, 165 pounds, 5'11". Vinson, during the West Coast League season, comes in at 1-1. His earned run average south of 3 at 286. He's made 5 appearances, and he's thrown 22 innings. He has 11 punch-outs and only 4 walks. So he doesn't overpower guys, but he commands a strike zone well, and he lets them put it in play and trusts his defense behind him, which I'll introduce in just a moment. Xavier Gilmore steps in, and we are moments away. And the first pitch misses, low and outside. 6:35 right on time for Game 2. Taken on the inside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. The umpires tonight behind the plate is Curtis Metzer, and out in the field is Scott Allen. 1-1 is fouled off, out of play. In left field, it's Ian Riley, and back in center, Sam Canton. Getting the start in right, Seth Stroh. Vincent likes to work very quickly on the mound. Pitches from the third base side of the rubber. The 1-2, called, strike 3. One up and 1 down for Vincent to start his outing, so he'll go at Hank Kern, the left fielder. Playing third base is Chris Brown in the 6th hole. After a day off last night, it's A.J. Singer. And on the right side of the infield, Eli Lopez at second. His Cal State Fullerton teammate Max Ortega at first. Chris Brown fires over to Ortega in time, 2 up and 2 down. Behind the plate, doing the catching for Vincent is Griffin Sotomayor. Cannon Humphreys will bat with nobody on and 2 away in the opening inning. Swinging at the first pitch, high fly ball playable for Sam Canton. Jogs back into his right, hops and makes the catch. 1-2-3, top of the first. The Black Bears bats will go to work for the first time. Scoreless. It is 84 degrees and a slight breeze. There's some clouds in the area, but mostly sunny. It has kept it a little bit cooler than the weather we saw yesterday in Longview, Washington. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Cowlitz Black Bears, presented by Drew's Grocery. Leading off, playing center field, Sam Canton. Playing shortstop, batting second, A.J. Singer. Batting third, the left fielder, Ian Riley. And in the cleanup spot, playing in his last game, the DH, Grant J. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Seth Stroh. In the sixth spot, the third baseman, Chris Brown. And batting seventh is the catcher, Griffin Sotomayor. Batting eighth, the first baseman, Max Ortega. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Eli Lopez. They're going to go at Steve Kovac. Kovac 0-2. Earned run average is .429. He's thrown 14 and 2/3 innings, recording a strikeout per frame. He's got 15 of those. Struggled a little bit with walks. He's given up 12 walks and just 7 hits in those 14 and 2/3. So if he gets command of his pitches, he's pretty good on the mound for the North Stars. Sam Canton comes up for the first time to lead things off for the Black Bears.
The Black Bears, the center fielder, number 17, Sam Canton.
Let's take a look at the keys to the game. Base runners. Get guys on base. Just 3 hits last night for Cowlitz. Kovac works exclusively from the stretch. First pitch is low and inside, 1-0. And the other, get a base hit or productive out when runners are on second or third with less than 2 outs. The Black Bears offense struggled in that situation in game 1. The 1-0, Canton takes out the letters. He's ahead, 2 balls and no strikes. Last night's game ended on a wild pitch that got into the dugout of the Black Bears, and they ended up walking it off. A lot of discussion about how that play was called. 2-0 is roped, but foul into the bullpen of the Black Bears. So the way last night's game ended reminded me of a quote by the broadcast legend, the late Vince Scully. He said, and I quote, "This is the way the game is. You win, you lose, you celebrate, and you suffer." So last night, one team won, one team lost, one team got to celebrate, and one team suffered. So that's baseball. Some calls will go your way, some calls won't. Some bloop singles will get down for hits. Some line drives, 95 plus off the bat, will be out. The 3-1 is fouled off, and it's a full count to Sam Canton. He's hitting .312 this season. He's been in the leadoff spot for the majority of the summer. He's 39 for 125, playing his 33rd game. Everyday starter out in center field. He got the day off yesterday. The payoff pitch is low, and a leadoff base runner aboard for the Black Bears. The Black Bears are 1-1 in non-league games.
AJ Singer.
I'm excited to let you know that we will have a guest join the broadcast in the 4th inning. You won't want to miss it. I'm going to keep it a surprise until the 4th, so you have to stay tuned. Oh, 0-1 to A.J. Singer, suiting up for his 31st time for Cowlitz, hitting .246 on the year. The 0-1 waved at and missed, and he's in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes he's going to need to protect. Kovac gets set from the stretch, delivers home, and misses with the slider, low and away, 1-2. Cloud cover right now, a nice breeze rolling through, making for a comfortable night here on the campus of Lower Columbia College. The 1-2, Singer hits it in the air to center field. Cesar Rodriguez settles under it, 1 away. Radio communication provided by our local day wireless systems. For all your two-way radio and CB needs, visit your local day wireless system. Canton's running. The throw down is to the left of second base, and Canton in there safely with the stolen bag. His 5th stolen base this season, and he hasn't been caught at all this summer. It was a ball, 1-0 to Ian Riley. Back-to-back DBU guys in the 3rd and 4th spots tonight. The 1-0, Riley hits it in the air on the left side. Dylan Hahn, Cannon Humphreys come together, and it's Humphreys that makes the grab in foul territory, 2 away. Playing left field, it's Hank Kern. In center, Cesar Rodriguez, and in right, Xavier Gilmore. The third baseman, and just made the play, Cannon Humphreys. The shortstop, Dylan Ha, and the second baseman, Caden Hernandez. Getting the start at first is Colin Schiller, and doing the catching for Steve Kovac is Carlos Beltran. Grant J has a runner in scoring position in the home first, and 2 away. He's ahead 1-0. The American flag out above the scoreboard, waving in towards us. Hit down the left field line. That'll be a souvenir near Bob's Sporting Goods party deck. And the count's even. The Nighthawks will finish their season next weekend when they play 2 games against Ridgefield. Those Raptors won the first half in the South Division. They're having a great year. Foul tipped into the mid of Beltran. The count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes to Grant J. Hitting .224, does have some power. 5 home runs, 4 doubles. He has 16 ribbies, looking for 1 more with Canton on second. The 1-2, swung at and missed. Strikeout number 1 for Steve Kovac gets him out of the inning. We have completed 1 inning in Longview, Washington. We are scoreless.
Fans, it is dash for
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please. Gotcha. But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, less flat tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at flashmob.com/save.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200. Weather Guard.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
first baseman, number 61, Colin Schiller.
Josh Manser led the inning off with the base hit to left field, first base runner for the Northwest Star Nighthawks. And they'll have another one with a single into right center for Colin Schiller. Back-to-back hits, and the Northwest Star Nighthawks in business in the top of the second. Nobody out, runners on first and second for Carlos Beltran.
Now batting for the Nighthawks. The catcher,
Beltran
number
playing in his
42,
9th
Carlos
game.
Beltran.
He's 4 for 24. He does have 3 RBIs. in 8 games played. Swings at the first pitch. Foul tips into the mitt of Griffin Sotomayor. Vincent as far over on the rubber towards third base as you can be. Fastball is way outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Nighthawks catcher. Vincent looking to get out of some trouble in the top of the second and misses with the off-speed pitch upstairs, 2-1. Fouled straight back. Vincent searching for a strikeout with a couple guys on and nobody out, or perhaps a ground ball to Lopez or Singer. With the righty in the box, it's Eli Lopez keeping his presence around Josh Manser. Nice job from Beltran protecting, spoiling that pitch, and we get to do it again. Vincent takes a little trip around the mound and settles back in. Two-two is popped up, and that'll reach the seats. Good at bat from Beltran. Fouling off a couple of pitches, and a 2-2 count. Making Vincent work. We'll see what he goes to with the fastball, changeup, or slider, and it's the fastball above the belt. And the count rolls full. Beltran does have 1 walk in those 8 games. The payoff pitch, fouled once again. Great at bat by the Nighthawks catcher. Next pitch will be number 9 of the at bat. Vincent shakes off Sotomayor a couple of times, and now time is called by Carlos Beltran in the batter's box. Couple more shakes from Vincent. Now he and Sotomayor on the same page. Hit in the air to right field. Seth Stroh going back and won't get there, but it is called a foul ball. That would have been big trouble for the Black Bears all the way down that right field line. Seth Stroh sprinted over there, tried to make a play on it, unable to get there, but luckily for Cowlitz, went foul. The Nighthawks were that close from having a 2-0 lead. Payoff pitch misses, low and inside. And Carlos Beltran wins the battle against Jaden Vincent this time around.
Now batting for the Nighthawks, the second baseman, number 45, Caden Hernandez.
Back-to-back singles to start the inning, and Beltran with a great at-bat, staying alive at the plate, forcing a walk. Bases loaded for the Nighthawks and nobody out. A little blooper. Eli Lopez goes back, makes the grab, and will throw home. It was a good throw home that forced Josh Manser to retreat back to third base. Unproductive out, exactly what Jaden Vincent was searching for.
Now batting for the Nighthawks, the center fielder.
Bases remain loaded. Vincent just 1 ground ball away from escaping the inning without allowing any damage. Low and inside to Cesar Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a teammate of Vincent's at Mount Hood Community College. 5 of the guys in the lineup for the Nighthawks play at Mount Hood, so Vincent facing a bunch of his teammates. Takes a big, deep breath. 1-1. Hit foul. Vincent moves ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Big moment in the game for the Nighthawks. The 1-2. Hit hard and fair into left field. The second run is being waved home. The throw in is a good one, but not in time. Sliding in to home is Colin Schiller. And the Nighthawks take a 2-0 lead in the top of the second inning with the 2-run, 1-out single from Cesar Rodriguez.
Now batting for the Nighthawks, the shortstop, number 9, Dylan Haw.
Beltran at second. And the batter is Dylan Haw. Takes strike 1. Haw, another Mount Hood guy. The 0-1. Fastball misses outside. Vincent showing some frustration on the mound. But steps right back on and gets back to work. Missing again, the throw down to first. Gets away from Ortega on the low throw from Griffin Sotomayor. And that allows Carlos Beltran to advance to third. And the Nighthawks have him cornered with just 1 out. 3 hits in the inning for the Nighthawks against the southpaw Jaden Vincent, who they've got to be familiar with, being a teammate of Vincent. Dylan Haw way ahead. 3 balls and 1 strike. Fastball catches the outer half. When I look at the inning, after a couple of singles, Carlos Beltran made Jaden Vincent throw so many extra pitches. It hits Dylan Haw, and the bases will be loaded once again. That walk that Beltran earned, he was the 3rd batter of the inning. That's what really got the inning going after, of course, a couple of singles. But that got Jaden Vincent a little frustrated and jumbled, trying to find his command, trying to command the strike zone. So rattled on the mound. Will draw a mound visit from pitching coach Justin Parrish. Two walks, 3 hits, and just 1 out this inning. Back to the top of the lineup for the Nighthawks, Xavier Gilmore, who went down looking to lead off the game. Vincent had a 1-2-3 first inning. He will face the 7th hitter of the inning in Gilmore. Hitting .279. Gilmore ahead 1-0. Gilmore plays ball at Antelope Valley College. In the dirt, and Vincent falls behind, 2 balls and no strikes. Early movement in the pen for the Black Bears. The 2-0 taken for a strike. Looked like a full-on take from Xavier Gilmore. Fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last night was an unconventional game. 3 total runs, 5 total hits, and 3 combined errors, where 2 out of the 3 runs were unearned. The 2-2 taken low and away. Full count, nowhere to put Gilmore. 2 runs in already for the Nighthawks. Gilmore has 1 RBI this season. Hits it to the shortstop, Singer, who will go to second for an inning-ending double play. Unlucky for Cesar Rodriguez, who was at second. The ball went behind him, and Singer, with good awareness, went and tagged the bag. So the damage is limited in the top of the second to just 2 runs as Vincent is able to escape the inning. We head to the home second, 2-0, the Nighthawks out in front.
You score.
Hi, this is Mike. And it's been a part of this community for years.
In game 1, the Nighthawks starting pitcher, Alex Hendrickson, also a Mount Hood Community College player, threw 6 innings and gave up just 2 hits and 1 run that wasn't earned. On the flip side, Austin McWilliams tossed 3 innings and gave up 1 hit and 1 unearned run. Michael Buchanan out of Montana State University Billings made his Black Bears debut and recorded a 1-2-3 top of the 4th. Nick Silva threw 2 scoreless. Seth Stroh leads the inning off for the Black Bears, 5, 6, 7 hitters. Stroh takes low for ball 1. In the 7th, another Black Bear made his first appearance out of the pen. Gavin Gard out of Shasta College. Foul tipped into Beltran's glove, and the count will even up. Gard retired the side in order with 1 strikeout. Kovac throws home the 1-1. Taken on the upper outside corner. Jay Schuler pitched the 8th and 9th and recorded 3 punch-outs and just 1 walk. The 1-2. Breaking ball taken for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Steve Kovac. In the bottom of the 9th, tied 1-1, Seth Stroh just went down looking. Out of Wichita State, had a leadoff single. He was at second base and was running on the pitch when the Nighthawks pitcher threw a wild pitch that went into the Black Bears dugout. Stroh was awarded home plate to score the winning run, and Stroh went 2 for 4 in his Black Bear debut. He was a player of the game as Cowlitz defeated the Nighthawks 2-1. 0-1 taken a bit outside to Chris Brown. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on and 1 away in the bottom of the second. 2-0, Nighthawks out in front. Hit down the third baseline, foul. Steve Kovac doing a nice job working ahead in the count early on in this game against the Black Bears offense. The sun peeks out from the clouds. The 1-2, way outside. That was a ball all the way from the hand of Kovac. Looked like it slipped a little bit out of his hands. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Black Bears third baseman, who's sitting $185, playing in his 21st game for the Black Bears. Takes low, and the count rolls full. The Northwest Stars wearing the same jerseys as last night, the maroon red tops, gray bottoms with their logo across the chest. The payoff pitch hit up the middle, and that'll be a base hit. First one for the Black Bears.
Now batting for the Black Bears. The catcher, number 10, Griffin.
The Black Bears wearing their orange tops tonight, white bottoms with Cowlitz across the chest. First pitch, ball 1 to Griffin Sotomayor. Plays ball at Washington State. Very small sample size as a Black Bear, playing in just his 3rd game. He's 2 for 7. The 1-0, fastball taken at the letters. Griffin ahead in a hitter's count. The Black Bears looking to respond to the 2 runs that the Nighthawks put up in the top of the frame. And they earned him as well, getting hits. It's not like Vincent was walking a bunch of batters. He did have a couple walks in there, but the Nighthawks offense really showed up in the top of the 2nd and was ended on a line drive. Hard hit ball, just unlucky. Hit hard into left field. Just like what I'm talking about. You can hit the ball hard, and if you hit it right at somebody, you don't get rewarded. Line out to left for Sotomayor, and 2 outs on the board for Steve Kovac. Looking to work around the 1-out single from Chris Brown. Max Ortega will get a shot for his first time this evening. Ortega trying to find his rhythm at the plate. Swings over the fastball, 0-1. Hitting 125. He's 6 for 48. We've seen him this season at first base, like we see him there tonight, as well as behind the plate. His primary position is a catcher, but a lot of catchers can also play first base. We've seen the other catchers for the Black Bears, Grant Jay, throw over to first is not in time as Brown dives back into the bag head first in time. Grant Jay has played a couple games in left field, and we saw Sotomayor in left field yesterday. So versatile catchers for the Black Bears. The 1-1 hit in the air on the right side. Schiller will check it out, but it reaches the seats. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ortega. His Cal State Fullerton teammate, Eli Lopez, looms in the on-deck circle if it gets to him. The 1-2, Ortega takes low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on and 2 away. 2-0 lead for the Nighthawks. Kovac checks the runner, throws home, hit hard down the left field line, and it's a fair ball. Rounding second, heading to third is Chris Brown, and he's being waved home. The relay will not be in time for the 2-out RBI double off the bat of Max Ortega. And a 2-2 count. Nice job from the first baseman to get his barrel on the ball, to get the Black Bears on the board.
Double this season. They'll make a donation to Community Action Program. Thank you, Safeway Albertsons.
Chris Brown with the 2-out jump, scoring from first base. He has some wheels. Lopez takes outside for ball one. Our partners at the Safeway Albertsons Foundation are proud to make another donation through their Nourishing Neighbors program for every double the Black Bears hit this season. Donations will be made to Community Action Program. Thanks for supporting your community, Safeway Albertsons. The 1-0. Lopez takes up and in. He's in the hitter's count. Kovac checking on the runner. Hit up the middle, and it's the second baseman, Caden Hernandez, who throws out the speedy Eli Lopez.
Your score, Nighthawks 2, Black Bears 1.
The Black Bears get on the board thanks to the two-out RBI double from Max Ortega, able to pull his hands in and hit the ball on the screws into left field. We have completed 2 innings from David B. Story Fields. 2-1, Nighthawks with the lead.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiverr Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving was the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiverr Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
Hank Kern, batting second in the lineup for the Nighthawks, will lead off the third inning. Last time up, he hit the ball to the opposite side to Chris Brown on the 5-3 put out. Jaden Vincent goes back out there. Rattled in the top half of the second, looking to come back with a good response in the top of the third. Lefty on lefty matchup. Kern out in front of the breaking ball, 0-2. Small sample size. Kern playing in his 4th game is 1 for 8. Takes outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Have a special guest joining us for the 4th inning. Almost there, so stay tuned. 2 balls and 2 strikes to number 2 and batting second in the lineup. Kern spoils a pitch to stay alive. Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. The 2-2. Strike 3, squeezed by Griffin Sotomayor. Second strikeout for Jaden Vincent. Dick Hanna has been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with their tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota believe in nice. Cannon Humphreys will bat with nobody on and 1 away in the top of the third. Swings at the first pitch and hits it foul. Bounces off the pole where the lights are and back in play, and the field umpire, Scott Allen, tosses it back where it came from. There was a group of kids going over trying to get the ball. Hit in the air to the right side. Seth Stroh comes in and makes the catch in foul territory. 2 up and 2 down for Jaden Vincent.
Batting for the Nighthawks, the designated hitter, number 62, Josh Manser.
So it's a DH, Josh Manser. who singled to lead off the second inning. Out in front of the first pitch, 0-1. Back-to-back singles from Manser and Schiller. Beltran, after a long at-bat, walked, and with the bases loaded, Caden Hernandez had a little pop out to second base, so there was one away, and then Cesar Rodriguez had a 2-run single to get the Nighthawks on the board first in the top of the second, but the Black Bears responded in the bottom half, scoring 1 run after Chris Brown was aboard with a 1-out single. He was brought in by a Max Ortega 2-out RBI double. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Josh Manser. Hit in the air to Ian Riley. He'll hop and make the catch. And the Black Bears offense will go back to work in the home third, trailing 2-1.
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Top of the lineup due up for the Bears in the bottom of the third. 2-1, Nighthawks out in front. In game 2, looking to split the 2-game series. Very rare off day tomorrow, first Sunday that the Black Bears don't have a game before Bellingham comes to town. Then the Black Bears will take the long trip up to Edmonton to play 3 games against the Riverhawks north of the border. Canton fouls off the first pitch he sees. Out of play on the right side, 0-1. The interleague matchup with Bellingham should be a fantastic series. The last time these two clubs played was in Bellingham for the Bears' first road trip of 2023. That was June the 6th through the 8th. The Black Bears took the series opener 4-3. Canton fouls off another, and he's behind 0-2. A.J. Singer, who's standing in the on-deck circle, went 2 for 4 in that game, scoring 2 runs. Game 2 went to the Bells as they evened the series with a 3-2 win. Canton takes on the outer half, called strike 3. Third strikeout of the game for Steve Kovac.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the shortstop, number 2, A.J. Singer.
The Bells won game 2 of that series 3-2, and the rubber game was the only game in that series that wasn't decided by 1 run. Bellingham took the series with the game 3 win 5-0. One away for A.J. Singer. Able to take on that high fastball. Singer wanted to go after it, but able to hold up. Singer flew out to center field his last time up and hits this one into shallow center. Cesar Rodriguez gets under it, 2 away. Bellingham is 22-12 this season. They won the first half, so they will be in the playoffs in August. They are in the North Division. Bellingham beat out Wenatchee and Victoria by just 1 game to take the first half. Not having as good of a second half so far. The Bells are 2-5. Nobody on and 2 outs for Riley. He takes low for ball 1. Riley skied a ball his last time up in foul territory on the left side for the third baseman, Cannon Humphreys. Fastball taken upstairs. (2-0) roped foul into the Black Bears bullpen. Riley playing in his 24th game, hitting .222. Checks his swing, but called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Big deep breath. Kovac throws home. Hit on the left side, and Cannon Humphreys at the hot corner makes the grab. We are through 3 innings. 2-1. The Nighthawks out in front.
Now direct your attention to the field. As our field host for the night, Jenna, has a couple kids out there to play sack race.
Yeah, Vince, the first sack race, we have Hudson, Brady, Jaden, and Piper out here. What they're going to do is they're going to line up right here. When I say go, they're going to race all the way down to Corby.
Tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience.
All right, you guys almost ready?
A cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com. Head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right
on your bar.
Safeway,
Get
sponsor of
set,
Cowlitz
go.
Black Bears.
I call myself a confident.
And they're almost there, Oh, and it looks like Brady is our winner. Give it up for them. They all did an amazing job.
Great job, kids. Hey, do you want to be ready when it's your turn for sack race? Sign up at Snap Fitness, the official fitness partner of the Cowlitz Black Bears. Guest House Inn and Suites is another proud Black Bear sponsor.
Welcome back to the top of the 4th inning. The Black Bears trail 2-1. Colin Schiller, Carlos Beltran, and Caden Hernandez, the 5, 6, 7 hitters, due up. Vincent back out there, ball 1. I'm Joey Senna, joined by relief pitcher for the Black Bears, Michael Buchanan. Michael, thanks for being here. How you doing? Fouled off, and the count will even up 1-1. 3 ground ball outs as you faced the minimum in the 4th inning last night. How did it feel to get back on the mound?
It was a great feeling to play in a live game. I haven't played in a live game since my last game of the season for Central Washington. So definitely more nervous than you should be for a non-league game. But I just cherish the game so much. I always want to do good. I always want to help my team.
Well, it looks like you pitched a few days ago the way you performed yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 3 ground ball outs. It was good to see you out there after joining the team in Bend. What are you seeing from your teammate Vincent early on? Struggling a little bit with command, but trying to work through it. Two 2 is roped into center. Canton plays it on a hop. A leadoff single for Colin Schiller to lead the 4th.
Now batting for the Nighthawks, the catcher, number 42, Carlos Beltran.
And Carlos Beltran last time up made Vinny work very hard. He had 9+ pitches in the at-bat. Skies up the first pitch he sees. Sam Canton comes in and will hop and make the grab. Can you explain the hop when on routine fly balls?
for the Nighthawks, the second baseman, number 45, Caden Hernandez.
Runner on first, one away for Caden Hernandez. Takes inside for strike one. Last time up, Hernandez popped up in the infield to Eli Lopez at second. So you just joined the team during the Bend series. How's your experience been, and how's your host family? Pause on that question. Single into right center. Second hit of the inning for Caden Hernandez. He's 1 for 2 now.
Batting for the Nighthawks, the center fielder, number 17, Cesar Rodriguez.
That's awesome. I love hearing the different stories from the players out their host family. Thank you to everyone who's a host family out there for the Black Bears. We couldn't do it without you. The 0-1 hit hard into right field. Seth Stroh comes in and makes the grab. Line drive out for Cesar Rodriguez. As you say that, he smiles into his battery mate, Griffin Sotomayor. What's it been like working with Justin Parrish, the pitching coach, and skipper Kelly Stinnett?
Oh, it's been absolutely fantastic. They're very welcoming, and they're trying to work with me. They're trying to give me innings and give me situations that are going to be quality, going to get me better, and it's been nothing but a joy so far.
The 0-1, way outside, 1 ball and 1 strike to Dylan Haw, who walked in his only plate appearance. Vincent gets set, throws home, and the fastball just upstairs. He falls behind 2 balls and 1 strike.
I always think of the pitcher is interested here. You don't want to give in. You know, walk to the score run. But, everyone's mentality is this.
2-1, hit down the right field line, and that peels foul. A lot of balls hit into the Black Bears bullpen.
Oh, I was over there stretching, and I almost got hit by one.
You got to keep your eyes out. We saw one deflect off the light post earlier in the game. Hit in the air to Sam Canton. He'll wait for it to come down. Nothing doing of the 2 singles from Colin Schiller and Caden Hernandez. The Black Bears bats will get back to work in the home 4th, trailing 2-1. We'll be right back to Longview, Washington. I'm Joey Sena, joined by Michael Buchanan.
You're an active military.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now.
Hello? Test.
Is it not working earlier? Dang. We had some quality stuff in there, too. Dang. That sucks.
Let's just go back and we'll go through all this stuff.
Well, no, I can call my mom and ask what they heard. I'll call and ask. Just let me know. Mom, did you guys hear anything I said?
Okay, all right. So you didn't pick a shot. We might just go back and redo all the material.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth for the Black Bears, the designated hitter, number 11, Grant J.
Just apologize if we're repeating material. Let's do it all again.
Sorry for some technical difficulties. I'm joined by Michael Buchanan. Michael, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. I apologize if people couldn't hear me last inning, if there was awkward pauses. We did not mean for that. We're trying to fix the mic issue.
So, Michael, we're going to go over some of the same questions since the audience didn't get a chance to hear them. 3 ground ball outs as you faced the minimum last night in the 4th inning. How did it feel to get back on the mound?
It felt amazing. I was way more nervous than you should be for a non-league game. And it's only because I haven't played since my last game versus Central Washington. So just getting back in the game, it just felt amazing. It was so much fun, and I'm glad the ball fell my way yesterday.
Grant J. was hit by a pitch to lead off the inning, so he's on first base for Seth Stroh in the 0-1 count. Way inside, Grant J. will jog into second on the wild pitch. You just joined the team during the Bend series. How's your experience been, and how's your host family?
The experience has been absolutely amazing. I really enjoyed the bus trip to Bend. I enjoyed seeing the scenery. I enjoyed everything about Bend. The hotel was great. My roommates were great. And the games were awesome. Great job by the Bend fans to show up and being loud. And great job by the Cowlitz fans showing up tonight and being loud and being great to us. But I enjoyed it, and I'm really glad we won 2 games there.
It was a great environment. Almost 3,000 fans on Game 1. They had $2 Tuesdays, and the fans in Bend, like you said, surely showed up.
And absolutely, Grant on second base must be the most popular person in Bend after striking out to win the beer batter bet that night.
It was funny to see all the fans come crashing in. They swarmed over after the K-Man was struck out. It was a deal on beer for the next 10 minutes.
And my host family is the Fishers. Thank you so much to Mr. and Mrs. Fisher for taking me in. They weren't going to host anyone this summer, and last second they told Carrie that they'll take someone, and they're like, perfect, we have a kid for you coming this week. And so they took me in, and they've been nothing but great to me. Thank you so much, the Fishers.
Yes, thank you to all the host families. We couldn't do it without you. Full count for Seth Stroh. And the tying run in scoring position at second base in Grant J. He was hit by a pitch to lead off the inning. How has it been working with pitching coach Justin Parrish and skipper Kelly Stinnett?
It's been I'm really glad we got a walk there. We have 2 runners on and no outs now. It's been an absolute joy. They have been so good to me. They've been working with me and trying to help improve my strengths and help hide my weaknesses out there, and they've put me in great situations to succeed, and I'm really thankful for them.
How has your experience been in the West Coast League? Because you've played in it before, right?
Absolutely. This is my second time. I'm probably one of the oldest players in the league this year, and I love it. It's so much fun. You get to meet so many people from so many different places, and you just get great memories, and we're all on the same team here. This isn't pro ball. We're not worried about getting sent home. We're not worried about getting to the next level necessarily, like right now. We're all just trying to get better, have a good time, and win some baseball games.
The 1-0. Brown takes on the outer half. 1 ball, 1 strike. Couple guys on. Big moment in the game for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 4th.
I think one of the best parts about the West Coast League is this gives you a great opportunity to fail. If you fail here, it's not the end of your career. It's not a big deal. You can reset. There's going to be plenty more games, and I just think it's just such a fun experience.
1-1, hit in the air, playable for Cesar Rodriguez. Moves over to his left. Grant J. will tag up and will head into third base. So the Black Bears have him cornered for Griffin Sotomayor and just 1 away.
You would love to see our offense surprisingly only scored 2 runs last night. You'd love to see him get going just so we can get some momentum going for this Bells series coming up.
Yeah, the Bells a good team. They won the first half in the North Division, so it's going to be a tough series. And then the long trip to Edmonton, Canada. Are you looking forward to that?
Absolutely. I got my enhanced driver's license, and I'm ready to go.
That's good. Not everyone was able to get passports or enhanced driver's license in time. So I'm glad to hear that you did.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the best parts of the West Coast League is I've never even been to that part of Canada, and I get to go there with my teammates and play baseball games and experience that, and I'm so excited.
Sotomayor hits it up the middle, and that'll tie the game. Grant Jay comes in to score 2-2 in the bottom of the fourth with a one-out RBI single from Griffin Sotomayor.
And Griffin, he joined the team the same day I did, and it's been great to see Griffin get a hit there in a big-time moment because I see how hard he works in the weight room and I see how hard he works in the cages, and it's great to see hard work pay off.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's fun getting to meet all kinds of people, like you said, and coming from all over the country and even the world.
Absolutely. You know, we this year we don't, but last year the Black Bears had a shortstop from Japan.
Yep, we faced a pitcher from Japan during the Bend series. 1-0 to Max Ortega, who came up with a big hit in the second inning with a 2-out RBI double. You love to see those 2-out hits.
Absolutely. You know, I think one thing that's really cool is when you get to see different types of baseball. In Japan, they do a lot of stretching, a little less strengthening. And I learned a lot about how to stretch properly and how to be more mobile from those Japanese players.
RBI single from Max Ortega. Follows up the RBI single from Griffin Sotomayor. And the Black Bears offense getting it going in the bottom of the fourth. Ortega now 2 for 2, single, double, 2 RBIs, having himself a good afternoon.
Absolutely. Let's keep them coming. We need this momentum to go into this week.
Lopez fouls back to first pitch he sees. What do you have planned for the off day tomorrow?
The Fishers, my host family, they're going to take me on a day trip, and we're going to go to a couple different places. And basically, I'll just spend the whole day with the Fishers, and I'm really looking forward to it.
That's awesome. I know Latrey loves spending time with his host family, who has a couple of kids. He said he goes out to the park with them. He's gone to the beach with them, and love hearing those stories because it's memories for both you, the players, and the host family that you get to stay with.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Lopez grounded out to second his last time up. The 0-2 fastball. He has to duck and get out of the way.
You know, I would love to see Lopez rope a single here. He's been fielding so great, and I love to see his hard work pay off at the plate now.
Yeah, he can play all over the infield, second, short, and we've seen him a couple times at the hot corner at third. 1-2, the slider misses away. Nice stop from Carlos Beltran to keep Sotomayor at second. What would you say to someone who's maybe in high school wanting to play college ball somewhere, and if they get an opportunity to play in the West Coast League?
Well, if you get any opportunity, even if you don't play much, I would take it because you get to learn and you get the experience. You know, it's hard to play in front of this many fans, and this game is quicker. But you get to learn a lot and ask a lot of questions to people who definitely are going to know more than you. And I believe that this is going to help you with recruiting because most of these guys have made it to the Division I level. And if you play junior college, and not all those guys are going to move on. And barely any of those guys move on to Division I level. So the competition here is way greater. And at the end of the day, the experience is going to help you mature.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Black Bears. Canton moves ahead 1-0. Eli Lopez went down swinging. So a couple guys on, first and second, 2 away, looking for another 2-out base hit. Skied in the air to shallow right field. Caden Hernandez will field it, and that concludes the bottom of the fourth.
Your score, Nighthawks 2, Black Bears 3.
Well, Michael, thanks so much for coming in. If you want to stay another half inning because of what happened in the top of the fourth, we'd love to have you. I'm joined by Michael Buchanan. We are through 4 innings. The Black Bears with 2 runs as they take the lead 3-2 in Game 2 of this non-league matchup.
All campers will receive a free
Warmer weather is here, and what better way to enjoy a summer day than with a trip to the ballpark to watch Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
Play ball!
Don't miss the action on the diamond as the Cowlitz Black Bears match up against other Western League rivals for the championship. This safe, outdoor event is a perfect outing for all. Peace Health is again a proud sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears. We have our team of medical experts on deck to provide our community with the care they need. Bring your family and bring your friends to a fun-filled time at the ballpark and make it a part of your healthy, active summer. Peace Health and Cowlitz Black Bears baseball. A great double play.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year, to say the least. But one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability. At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
New pitcher for the Black Bears from the University of Washington, number 32, Will Woodward.
Thanks so much once again for joining me on the booth. Love to have you out here.
Thank you so much for having me. I love this experience, and I did my broadcasting internship at the Montana State University men's and women's basketball team, and that was a great experience, and I'm super excited to be here today.
Basketball is a little bit more faster paced than baseball.
Absolutely. You know, I felt like I played with how difficult those games can be.
With right fielder number 48, Xavier Gilmore.
I really enjoyed those games. So.
Basketball and football are tough to keep up with the pace. Football, not as much as basketball, but baseball, completely different atmosphere, completely different feel. New pitcher on the mound for the Black Bears is Will Woodward out of the University of Washington. He's a Husky.
Absolutely, and it's always great. It's great to root for Will because Will goes to one of my favorite universities, University of Washington. My mom and dad both went.
He pops up with Xavier Gilmore. It's going to be A.J. Singer, who hops and makes the grab. One away.
And that's Will's just bread and butter. He just goes up there and gets the pop-ups, gets the quick ground outs. He's not looking to strike you out or go deep into counts. He wants you to just get out, and he wants to get off the mound.
One or two pitch outs.
Now batting for the Nighthawks, the left fielder, number 2,
Absolutely,
Hearn.
absolutely.
Kern 0 for 2, a ground out to third, and he went down swinging his last time up. That was 1 to 2 strikeouts for Jaden Vincent, whose night comes to an end after 4 innings. Didn't have the greatest command, but like you said, Vincent works hard, still has a good attitude, and was able to work through it, and he leaves with the lead.
Yeah, and I call him Vinny, and Vinny's tough. You know, Vinny is tough. And Vinny just played his game tonight. Next thing you know, he went 4 innings and gave up only 2 runs, even though it looked like he could have got hit hard. He's tough. He was not going to give in.
5 out of the 9 guys in the batting lineup for the Nighthawks are Mount Hood Community College players. So Vinny got to face a lot of his teammates, which I'm sure is fun. Have you ever got the opportunity to face any of your college teammates?
Oh, face any of my college teammates? Not necessarily, but I did face, especially my freshman year playing for the Port Angeles Lefties, I got to face a lot of people I played against a lot growing up. And that was a lot of fun. And I like to think I got them back in college because some of them hit me pretty good in high school.
It's always fun having those battles within the great battle.
Absolutely. And I'm sure Vinny, he'll have some trash talk tonight, but I'm sure Vinny's also pulling for us to win this game, so he gets the ultimate trash talk of the win.
Hank Kern flied out to center field for Sam Canton. 2 up and 2 down for Will Woodward here in the 5th. This is away to Cannon Humphreys, 0 for 2.
But kids, always remember that as a pitcher, your ego is your biggest enemy.
And to rest those arms, right?
Absolutely. One thing that's going to be interesting here for Will is he is not always his success rate is way lower when he gets behind on hitters. So let's see how Will can work out of this 2-0 hole.
Humphreys hits it in the air for Sam Canton. Jogs in and makes the grab.
Great work by Will.
Bottom of the fifth. Your score, Nighthawks 2, Black Bears 3. All right, fans, it's time. Corby's going to give away a pizza. He's looking for the fan that shows the most.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Joey Senna, joined by Michael Buchanan. We begin the bottom of the fifth. 2-3-4 due up. A.J. Singer, Ian Riley, and Grant J. A.J. Singer has been fun to watch on the defensive end, like you mentioned, Eli Lopez. Singer has a great glove in the 6-hole.
Absolutely, and a great arm.
Yeah, he shows off his range sometimes deep in the hole, going towards third, throwing across the diamond.
You sometimes wonder if he likes those challenging balls just to show what he can do.
The 2-0, Singer chops it foul, 2-1. Have you ever been to Longview before?
Absolutely. My freshman year at Edmonds Community College, we made the NWAC tournament, which was played here in Longview. So I got to pitch 3 innings, even though we lost the game. It was tough, but it was a great experience. And then I got to play here that summer when I was on the Port Angeles Lefties, and we lost the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Singer chases the elevated fastball. It looked like he was getting ready to walk towards the dugout, but he only has 2 strikes, so he gets another life.
Oh, last time I checked, it's 3 strikes and you're out at the old ball game.
Still a couple innings away from hearing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" on what's turning into another gorgeous evening in Longview.
And this turned out great because earlier today it was way too hot. It was hot. And, you know, the cloud cover and the wind kind of cooled things off, and this is beautiful weather for baseball.
Even if it is hot here, the second the sun goes down, the breeze still kicks in, and it makes it very comfortable. But earlier in the day, I was right there with you. I was indoors.
Absolutely. The air conditioning was your best friend today.
Full count to A.J. Singer, who leads off the 5th inning for the Black Bears, looking to extend on their 3-2 lead. The payoff pitch hit hard to the third baseman, Humphreys, who will throw out Singer. Again, hitting the ball hard but not getting rewarded with hard contact. As a pitcher, you got to love that. But as a hitter, that's frustrating.
Absolutely, and that's a big reason why I probably am a pitcher now. I always got frustrated with that when I was a hitter in high school.
What position did you play in high school when you were a hitter?
I played a little bit of first base and a little bit of outfield, and I'd pitch. And a lot of times, too, I wouldn't even know. I'd show up to the yard, and my coach would tell me what to do, and I'd say, yes, sir, and try the best of my ability.
Where'd you go to high school?
I went to O'Day High School for 2 years and then Lake Washington High School for 2 years.
1-0 to Ian Riley. Looking for his first hit in the final game of this quick 2-game non-league series.
Absolutely, and Ian Riley, just what a great guy he is. When I first got here, he introduced himself right away, let me sit next to him on the bus. Just a great guy.
Way ahead, 3-0. Let's see if Riley has a green light, way ahead in the count. Still looking for his first hit, and Riley can square him up. He's got a couple doubles, a couple triples, and a home run, 5 extra base hits out of his 16 this season. He did have the green light, and he fouls it out of play.
It looks like he was trying to do some damage with that swing.
But you can't blame him in a 3-0 count. That's what you're supposed to do if it's right there in that keyhole spot.
Absolutely.
Steve Kovac behind 3-0, battles back 3-2. What can you say as a pitcher when you fall behind 3-0 and you don't want to lose a batter?
Sometimes you throw it as hard as you can right down the middle, and you just got to say, hey, I challenged.
The payoff pitch, elevated fastball gets Riley. 2 up and 2 down for Kovac in the home 5th. That'll bring up Grant Jay, a power hitter. 21 home runs at Dallas Baptist in the spring. 5 home runs for the Black Bears. We got to see Jay hit a home run in Bend on a no-doubter into left field.
Absolutely. That ball hit the building behind the field. That ball was crushed so hard.
Jay is tied for 4th for the longest home run of this West Coast League season at 403 feet.
Wow, that is unbelievable. And he is a very hard worker in the weight room, so it's great to see the hard work pay off.
Looking for a 2-out rally in the bottom of the 5th. He moves into a hitter's count, 2-0. What do you do on the mounds when you know you're facing such a power hitter and you fall behind in the count 2-0 with 2 outs?
You have to trust that your stuff's going to run to the corner when you throw a little harder, and you have to really believe in yourself more than anything else.
Pops up Jay on the 2-0. So it looks like Kovac's going to win this battle. Caden Hernandez plays it in shallow right field. A 1-2-3, bottom of the 5th for Steve Kovac. 3-2, the Black Bears out in front as Will Woodward will go back to work. I'm Joey Senna. Thank you so much to Michael Buchanan for joining the broadcast. We hope to see you back here in the booth at some point in the remainder of the season.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, and hopefully I'll be back later in the season.
I can't wait to see you back on the mound as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
WeatherGuard!
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200. WeatherGuard!
Hi, this is Mike from Buchanan Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bear Fans Family Show. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's Basket. Buchanan dealerships have been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Buchanan Toyota, believe in night.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Josh Manser will lead the inning off for the Nighthawks, trailing 3-2. The big southpaw back out there, spikes the first pitch, and the Manser 1-0. At the hotel in Bend, I ran into Buchanan for a late-night hot tub after Game 2. And we got talking, and he was asking about broadcasting, and he's like, oh, I had a little bit of experience doing broadcasting. If you ever want a partner in the booth for an inning or two, and I was like ecstatic. I was like, of course, you're welcome to come anytime you want. And he is a respectful guy, asked all of his coaches, make sure it was okay to leave the bullpen. He pitched last night, so he wasn't going to be in the game today. So he came in the middle innings, and he'll go do some final workouts at the end of this game to get ready for his next appearance on the mound. 2-2, popped up to right field. Seth Stroh takes a couple steps in and waits for it to come down. It was an adventure to get to that ball. The breeze was moving it a little bit. We saw Stroh move forward, take a couple steps to his left, a few back to his right, and then finally made the catch.
The first baseman, number 61, Colin Schiller.
Colin Schiller having a good game. 2 for 2 with the run scored. Fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. When traveling Spirit Lake Highway, stop by Drew's Grocery for the food, beverages, and now serving Chevron gas that you're looking for. 0-1 hit into right center. Sam Canton comes in and will play it on a bounce. 3 for 3, Colin Schiller. Have yourself an evening. So it's going to be Carlos Beltran.
Number 42, Carlos Beltran.
In the second, he walked, and in the fourth, he flew out to Canton out in center. Pops up the first pitch on the right side. Eli Lopez, the second baseman, comes charging and will not be able to get there. The ball did stay in play in foul territory, and now it looks like Eli Lopez is down. He takes a second to get up. Now Kelly Stinnett and Justin Parrish will go check on him, as well as the field umpire, Scott Allen, but it looks like Eli Lopez is all right. Well, 0-1 to Beltran. Beautiful curveball from Woodward. Finds the outer half. He moves way ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. The southpaw throws home the 0-2. Hit up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit for Carlos Beltran. He's now 1 for 2. Couple singles, and the Nighthawks have runners on first and second. The tying run in scoring position for Caden Hernandez. He was 1 for 2, singled his last time up.
The second baseman, number 45, Caden
Woodward
Hernandez.
retired the first 4 batters that he faced, and the next 2 reached via singles. Hernandez checks his swing, and it's a strike, 0-1. Kids Dash for Cash is today. They're gonna there's a bunch of them gathered up on the right side. Right past the Black Bears dugout. They've got some adrenaline going. It's going to be a little bit of chaos. All the kids running for up to $1,000 on the field, presented by Twin City Bank. Hello, how you doing? See you later. 3 pitches, and Caden Hernandez is retired. A big strikeout for Will Woodward. Out number 2.
Batting for the Nighthawks, the center fielder, number 17, Cesar Rodriguez.
Ball one to Cesar Rodriguez, who had a 2-run single in the second and lined out his last time up to Seth Stroh. Misses, low and in, 2-0. The final Black Bears Youth Baseball Camp is July 18th and 19th from 9 a.m. to noon, $99. You get to learn from these Black Bear players as well as the coaching staff. Kelly Stinnett spent 14 years as a catcher in the major leagues. A bunch of wisdom, a bunch of knowledge between the ears of Kelly Stinnett. 3-1 the count. The 3-1. Hit to Chris Brown, who will tag third on the 5 unassisted. And that concludes the inning. Nothing doing of the 2 singles from Colin Schiller and Carlos Beltran. Woodward leaves 2 stranded. We have completed 5 innings, 3-2, Cowlitz in front.
Start getting ready for dash for
Seth Stroh leads off the bottom half of the 6th inning for the Black Bears with a 3-2 lead. Fouls it off a home plate umpire, Chris Metzeder. And now he'll take a second. Carlos Beltran will go out and hand the ball to Kovac. The end of this inning, it's going to be dash for cash. There's got to be maybe 100 or 200 kids gathered just beyond the Black Bears dugout. We're going to stay here for that so you can experience it at home. The 1-1 taken outside. Stroh is 0 for 1. He went down looking in the second, walked and scored his last time up in the 4th. He went 2 for 4 in his Black Bear debut last night. Hits it in the air on the left side. Dylan Ha chases around, dances around, and finally comes up with it. Steve Kovac having a nice outing, giving the Nighthawks some length, working into the 6th. Chris Brown fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Brown flew out to center field his last time up. Singleton scored in the 2nd. Taken outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. If you're just joining us, the Nighthawks got on the board in the top of the 2nd. Back-to-back singles from Josh Manser and Colin Schiller to lead off the inning. And Cesar Rodriguez came up with the big hit, a 2-run single. And the bases were loaded. And Jaden Vinson was able to get a line drive to the shortstop, A.J. Singer. And Singer tagged second for a double play. And that was a big one for Jaden Vinson, or as Buchanan calls him, Vinny, to get out of the inning. Way up and in. Thankfully, Chris Brown is able to get out of the way. In the bottom of the 2nd, the Black Bears responded. A 1-out single from Chris Brown. And he scored on an RBI double from Max Ortega. So 2-1 after 2 innings. Zeros in the 3rd. Browns walked with 1 away here in the 6th. That'll bring up Griffin Sotomayor, and we're going to have a mound visit, perhaps a pitching change. We'll see. A 0 in the top of the 4th, and in the home 4th, the Black Bears led the inning off with a Grant J hit by pitch, and then Seth Stroh was walked after that. A flyout from Brown advanced J to 3rd. He came in to score on a wild pitch. Sotomayor had a base hit, and Stroh came in to score on an RBI single from Max Ortega. Picked up his 2nd RBI and his 2nd hit. He stands in the on-deck circle. Sotomayor takes strike 1 as Steve Kovac remains in the game. And I apologize, it's actually Connor Talixon who came in for Sotomayor. Connor Talixon behind the plate. We saw them switch around in the middle of the game last night. The count to Talixon goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Connor Talixon having a good summer for the Black Bears, hitting .273, appearing in his 13th game. He's 9 for 33. He doesn't strike out a lot. He only has 4 strikeouts, and he has 4 walks as well. If you're going to have a ratio of 1-to-1 in strikeouts to walks, that's pretty good. Two balls and 2 strikes. Kovac throws over to first, and it gets past Schiller. Jogging into second is Chris Brown, and he'll take a turn, but will stay put at second. So an RBI opportunity for Connor Talixon, who has 4 of them this summer. In 12 games played, Talixon has a hit in 9 of them. 2-2 lifted in the air. On the left side, Carlos Beltran throws his mask, but it's a third baseman, Cannon Humphreys, who makes the catch. Talixon walks back to the dugout frustrated.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the first baseman, number 30, Max Ortega.
So RBI opportunity for Ortega, who already has 2 of them on a double and a single. He's looking to get right at the plate, and he's having a great afternoon. Picking up the ball better. And some of these guys didn't get a lot of playing opportunity during their college season, so they're still trying to get timing down. Some guys in the West Coast League throw in the low to mid-90s on fastballs and off-speed pitches in the 70s, so the time that is mixed up. Hit in the air into left center field. It was hit hard, but it hung up just long enough for Cesar Rodriguez.
Black Bears 3. All right, it looks like they're ready for the dash for cash down there.
3-2, a 1-run game through 6 innings, and here comes the dash for cash. The kids are running onto the field. This is my first time experiencing this dash for cash, so I'll be experiencing it with you. And the kid comes and picks up the ball that the umpire threw to the mounds. Oh, now he rolls it. I thought he was going to take home a souvenir for himself, and why not? So a bunch of kids at second base and a bunch of kids along the third base line. It's going to be quite the sight to see. Twin City Bank have bags of cash on the left side.
All right, listen up for instructions.
This has to be so fun to be a part of if you're a kid. 14 years and younger. They didn't have this around when I was growing up. We saw the Ridgefield Raptors do this earlier in the season. All the players for the Black Bears along the dugout checking in on this dash for cash presented by Twin City Bank. These kids are getting anxious. They're ready to start running after some money. Trying to do this as quick as they can between innings.
Don't go yet. They're not ready for you yet.
It's like Easter egg hunt on Easter when you're just trying to be patient and wait for the Easter egg hunt while the Easter egg bunny goes out and hides the eggs. But this has to be a little bit more exciting than that.
As restrained as you are right now. You're doing great.
All righty. The cash is out in the middle of the infield and still putting some out. I'm not entirely sure if they're fives because there's not $1,000 out there in ones. But they're still putting them out there. They're trying to.
Here we go!
Oh, there they go. Here comes the kids. They're dashing. They're running in. The kid in the red shirt's got a few in his hands. They're running around looking for the remaining cash in the infield. Fun moment for all the kids in attendance for the dash for cash. If the baseball game wasn't fun enough for them, well, they got to have some fun after the 6th inning. They got some ice cream or some frozen yogurt money.
All right, you're going to exit the way you came in. You're going to exit the way you came in.
Corby, the mascot, out there having fun with the kids.
The concession stand is still open.
We'll be right back to David Story Fields right after this.
Thank you to our friends.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Call Weather Guard.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Hi, this is Mike from Decanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Bear Hunt Family Show. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's basketball. Decanna dealerships have been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Decanna Toyota, believe in nice.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving is the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiber Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org. Warmer.
Welcome back as we begin the top of the 7th inning. 9-1-2 due up. Dylan Ha showed bunt, pulled back and took strike one. New pitcher on the mound for the Black Bears is Riley Roscoff, a native of Chino Valley, Arizona. Not to get confused with Chino or Chino Hills in Southern California. He said, when people hear it, they think I'm from California all the time. So I want to get that clear. Arizona guy. The lefty, 210, 6'4". Teammates with A.J. Singer as shortstop at Iowa Western. The 2-1 called strike two on the inner half. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Nighthawks leadoff hitter in the 7th. Some of the kids I saw walking by had the biggest smiles on their face, getting to participate in the annual Dash for Cash event. Full count to Dylan Ha. Called strike 3. Low and inside. Roscoff gets the call on a borderline pitch, but it goes Roscoff's way. He's got a big smile on his face as he turns around after the ball was thrown around the horn.
At the top of their order, right fielder number 48, Xavier Gilmore.
Fastball, strike one from Roscoff. Lefty on lefty matchup to Xavier Gilmore. 0 for 3. He's the one who hit into the double play that ended the second inning with the bases loaded. He hit the ball on the screws just right at A.J. Singer, who had great awareness of going to second base to tag the bag. Roscoff paints the outside corner beautifully to move ahead 1-2. Throws above the head of Gilmore, who ducks out of the way, thankfully in time.
Slides in. We got a winner.
Two balls, two strikes, nobody on and one away in the top of the 7th. Hit off the end of the bat right at the dugout of the Nighthawks along the third base line. This is the time in the day where it makes it hard for the hitter to track the ball. The ball comes from the shade and goes through the sun by the time it gets to him. But it only lasts for about an inning. Roscoff works from the third base side of the rubber. The payoff pitch hit on the left side. Chris Brown dives for it. And when he came up to try to throw the ball, he lost it out of his mitts. A great job from Chris Brown to just stop the ball on the diving attempt. An infield single for Xavier Gilmore.
Now batting for the Nighthawks, the left fielder, number 2, Hank Kern.
So Hank Kern will get another shot at it. Tying run aboard for the Nighthawks. Fastball hits the inner half, 0-1. Tuesday is $3 Tuesday. It's the perfect time to bring out the whole family. The 0-1 taken on the knees, 0-2. $3 general admission tickets, nachos, hot dogs, and domestic canned beers for the adults in the family. Roscoff shook off Connor Tallickson, but now on the same page. The 0-2, just a little bit outside. One and two to number 2, who's choked up on the bat, looking to protect in a 2-strike count. This one called strike 3. Kern stands there like a house on the side of the road. Second strikeout looking for Riley Roscoff in the inning. First pitch swinging is Cannon Humphreys, and he lifts the ball to right field. No big deal for Seth Stroh. Nothing doing of the one-out single for Xavier Gilmore. It's time to stretch here at David B. Story Field.
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
I call myself a confident backseat driver. Mom, brakes please.
Gotcha.
But I'm less confident in the economy.
Same here, buddy.
Thankfully, Les Schwab Tires helps make sure that our safety never takes a backseat, even when we're watching our wallets.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Limited time offer while supplies last. Terms and conditions apply. Details at leschwab.com/sale.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard!
Lopez checked his swing, and they checked down to the field umpire, Scott Allen, who said Lopez went around, so 0-1. New pitcher is Riley Fender. Throws outside, and the count evens up. Fender has tossed 10 1/3 innings, hasn't allowed a run. Lopez finds a hole on the left side. A leadoff single in the 7th, and he heads into second and is safe. Wow. We'll have to take another look at that. He took a big turn around first, and Hank Kern threw the ball in, not in a hurry, and Lopez caught on.
Blackbears back to the top of the lineup with center fielder number 17, Sam Canton.
First double of the season for Eli Lopez. The batting order flips over as Sam Canton is behind 0-1. Fender checks on Lopez, who's dancing around second. Canton hits it on the right side. That'll move Lopez over on the 4-3 putout. Here's one more look at that leadoff hit from Eli Lopez. Found the hole, the 6th hole, and took a big turn around first and saw the ball wasn't thrown in yet, so he took a chance, diving head first into second, and that was a bang-bang play, but Lopez got rewarded. A.J. Singer with an RBI opportunity. The infield is playing in. The 1-0, chopped foul. I recently sat down with A.J. Singer during the series in Bend, which he was a player of the series. He recorded 7 hits and 4 RBIs in the 3 games. He's ahead 2-1. He has been really enjoying his summer with the Black Bears. Getting to experience a new place and meet new guys is always pretty neat, and Singer has loved that. Hits a chopper, and Lopez comes in running on contact. We saw Eli Kennel do that yesterday, but it was the pitcher that fielded it, and he threw Eli Kennel out. But tonight, Eli Lopez runs on contact on a soft hit ball to the shortstop, Dylan Haw.
Now batting for the Black Bears, the left fielder, number 18, Ian Riley.
Singer leads the team in runs batted in with 19 of them. So Ian Riley bats 0-1. Quickly 0-2. It's Singer's first time to the Pacific Northwest, and it'll be his first time going to Canada next weekend. He loves to see all the green coming from Glendale, Arizona. The count moves to 1-2. He's really enjoyed the weather, he said. When you think of summer, you think of 110 and 115, you know. I'm from Arizona, so I've really enjoyed the 70s and 80s with a nice and cool breeze. You can't ask for better weather. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody on and 2 away in the bottom of the 7th. 1 run in, and the Black Bears extended their lead 4-2. The breaking ball rolled over to second.
After 7, your score, Nighthawks 2.
More on
Black Bears
A.J.
4.
Singer on the other side.
Call WeatherGuard.
577-7200.
WeatherGuard!
Hi, this is Mike from Decanna Toyota. We've been part of this community for years. We're proud to support our Cowlitz Black Athletes Commission. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends watching America's basket. Decanna dealerships have been around for over 70 years, and they are a local family-owned business with a tradition of supporting our community.
Decanna Toyota, believe in nice.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Ricky. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today. 1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Remember that first time you rode a bike? Really hard at first, but you kept improving. That's the thinking behind the Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiverr Federal Credit Union. We heard that making that first step to saving was the hardest, so we made it a little easier. With as little as $25, you can save at a rate that is way higher than regular savings accounts. And after 18 months, you've saved a nice little nest egg. The Money Builder Share Certificate from Fiverr Federal, federally insured by NCUA.
New pitcher for the Black Bears is Jack Meek. Pitches at Cal State Fullerton. The lefty, 190 pounds, 5'10". He's 0-1. He's only allowed runs in 2 of his appearances. He's making his 8th appearance here in Game 2, the final game of this 2-game non-league series against the Northwest Star Nighthawks, who trail 4-2, and will go to work on offense in the top of the 8th.
Off the top of the 8th, for the Nighthawks, pinch hitter number 65, Nick Holm.
Nick Holm will be the pinch hitter for Josh Manser. Meek's earned run average at an even 2. He does have 1 save. He has 8 strikeouts and just 3 walks in 9 innings. Holm fouls it off. A.J. Singer said the biggest highlight for him has been meeting new people. He added that baseball will only take you so far no matter how good you are. So building these relationships and a foundation for a lot of things is cool. One ball and 2 strikes to Nick Holm, the leadoff pinch hitter to begin the 8th. Takes upstairs 2-2. I asked Singer if he's always been a top-tier defender. And without directly answering my question, he said yes. AJ is not one who likes to talk about himself, a very humble individual. 2-2, misses away, and the count rolls full. He said there are always areas to improve on the defensive end, but that he's really trying to get better every day in the batter's box, he said, with the stick. The payoff pitch, soft hit, ground ball to A.J. Singer, who will show off that arm of his that Michael Buchanan talked a little bit about.
Ready for the Nighthawks, the first baseman, number 61, Colin Schiller.
Singer likes to work out and golf on off days. He's still trying to improve on the greens, hitting in the low 80s or low 90s. High 80s or low 90s, rather. Beautiful curveball from Meek, who gets ahead 0-1 of Colin Schiller. I'm sure it'll come around one of these days for the young shortstop. Just finished his freshman year at Iowa Western. Foul tips, 0-2 the count. Singer's excited to try Tim Hortons coffee on the trip to Canada. The 0-2, fouled off of the home plate umpire looked like. It deflected off of Schiller in the box and then bounced to Curtis Metzer. The 0-2 hit to Eli Lopez. And he throws out Schiller. 2 up and 2 down for Jack Meek out of the pen.
Batting for the Nighthawks, the catcher, number 42, Carlos Beltran.
Carlos Beltran appeared for the Black Bears for a couple weeks to start the season. A great personality, very outgoing. Played ball at Angelina College. The 1-0. Misses away, 2 balls and no strikes. Meek looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Trying to battle back from a 2-0 count and gets a foul ball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Slight breeze, very comfortable here in mid-July. 2-1. Foul tipped into Talixon's mitt. Talk about the weather a lot, but it's one of the cooler places in the United States during this time of year. And even when it's hot out, as soon as the sun goes down, check swing on a drop, 3rd strike. Beltran is called out. Jack Meek retires the side in order in the top of the 8th. Middle 8, 4-2, Black Bears ahead. As soon as the sun goes down, it's so comfortable because the breeze maintains throughout the entire day into the night. We're going to stay right here as Grant Jay playing in his final game for the Black Bears. Jay leads the inning off. He hit another home run like we mentioned earlier with Michael Buchanan when he joined the broadcast for a couple innings. Sorry about the technical difficulties in the top of the 4th. But Buchanan stayed a little bit longer than he anticipated, so thanks for Buchanan's time. For coming up in the booth, and the players are always welcome to come join the broadcast at any point during the games or the season. Jay hit his 5th home run of the summer. He finished hitting .224. He scored 13 runs and had 16 runs batted in, which is tied for 2nd on the team. Out of his 17 hits, 9 of them were extra base hits. I caught up with him for the final time during batting practice on Thursday in Bend. Jay said, man, this summer season with Cowlitz has been a blast. I really enjoyed being around these guys. New area for me. I had never previously been up here in the Northwest. It's been super fun. He mentioned that he didn't do as well as he wanted to this summer, but said that he's trying to learn from it and have an approach of every day is a new day. Don't let yesterday affect today or today affect tomorrow. You have to come into the ballpark with a clean slate every single day and get right during batting practice and go out there with that mentality every single day. So that's what Jay said he's trying to have every day playing this summer. You don't play every day in college, but in summer ball, usually 6 out of 7 days. The Black Bears played 9 games in a row without a day off. So it's something different that these players get to experience and get a feel of, potentially getting them ready for the minor leagues. which is the same thing, but just an extended season. The 2-1 hits Jay. Jay was hit by a pitch in the 4th to lead off that inning. He would eventually come in to score on a wild pitch. And Seth Stroh, who's now the batter, he walked. He was driven in on the RBI single from Max Ortega. Fender throws home and the fastball misses away. Jay spoke about being excited for his sophomore year at Dallas Baptist. He said they didn't go as far as they wanted to and that they're trying to pick up right where they left off this past season. 1 ball and 1 strike. He said a lot of returners to the team, and I'm excited to see what the new incoming freshmen have to offer. Jay was a freshman this past year, and he got the honors of All-American. Poked into left field for Hank Kern. 1 away. That'll bring up Chris Brown, who will be going to school at the University of Southern California this fall. Last question that I asked Jay was, what has it been like getting to be around the throw down, gets into center field, and Grant Jay heads into third. Grant Jay now with 2 stolen bags. He's not typically a threat on the bases, but he will go sometimes if he has a good read on the movement of the pitcher. So I asked Jay, what has it been like to get the opportunity to be around skipper Kelly Stinnett, who played 14 seasons in the big leagues as a catcher in the same position as Jay? And he said, it's been a blast. I've been picking his brain a lot. He has so much experience and so much wisdom. It has helped me out a ton. Thanks for the time to Grant Jay, who will be heading back home tomorrow to Mobile, Alabama. Safe travels to Jay. The 0-2 to Chris Brown. Fouled off once more. Brown stays alive. And a souvenir for the kid in the red shirt, sporting a Seattle Mariners cap. The 0-2. Brown skies it in the air to right center field for Cesar Rodriguez. Grant Jay is running home. The throw in, not in time. And Chris Brown will get a sacrifice fly. The Black Bears take a 5-2 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Chris Brown with only 1 hit, but he's gotten on base other times and just drove in a run with a productive out with the runner on third base and less than 2 outs. He's got a single, he scored, he walked, and now has that sacrifice fly. He also lined out to center field. The bases are cleared and 2 away for Connor Tallickson. Tallickson fouled out his last time between third base and home plate. Carlos Beltran threw his mask like you're taught to do in the catcher's position on a fly ball around home plate. But Cannon Humphreys came sprinting in and ended up making the play. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tallickson out in front of it as Fender pulls the string on him. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Hits it hard, but right at the center fielder, Rodriguez.
After 8 innings, your score, Nighthawks 2, Black Bears 5.
The Nighthawks out hitting the Black Bears by 3. but in the run category, they trail by 3. We'll be right back to Longview, Washington, right after these messages.
Cowlitz PUD proudly supports our community and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Visit cowlitzpud.org to learn about customer-friendly opportunities like our new ride share program, which allows you to rent our all-electric Chevy Bolt. Whether you want to take it on a quick trip or a scenic drive, the first 4 hours are free, then $4 an hour after that. Again, that's cowlitzpud.org.
Thanks for letting Cowlitz Black Bear Baseball be a part of your weekends. Hopefully you're having a great one wherever you may be. I'm Joey Senna. Thanks to Michael Buchanan, who joined the broadcast midway through the game.
No one protects your investment better. Call WeatherGuard.
Michael is talking up some of his teammates, but he's someone you can talk up to. Very respectful guy, friendly, likes to talk to people, get to know different guys. Like he mentioned, meeting guys from all over the country, all different schools. Cool to learn about different players' backgrounds and to hear their stories. Jack Meek will go back out there as he looks to close the door on the Northwest Star Nighthawks. Caden Hernandez was in the 7th spot. Well, we're going to have a pinch hitter.
Top of the 9th. For the Nighthawks, number 4, Alex Hendrickson.
Alex Hendrickson, who pitched last night, comes in to lead off the 9th inning for the Nighthawks. Hendrickson is 1 for 4 at the plate. Hendrickson had a nice outing yesterday. He threw 6 innings and gave up just 2 hits on 1 run that wasn't earned. He falls behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Meek from the windup spikes a ball in front of home plate. The best part of your next beach getaway is that Fiber FCU has plenty of branches along the Oregon coast. Access your Fiber account at thousands of credit union branches and ATMs nationwide. FiberCU.com. Banking made easy. The count rolls full. Alex Hendrickson hits a soft ground ball that Chris Brown cuts off and shows off his strong arm. Chris Brown is a great defender at the hot corner.
The kids on the field after the game for autographs and running the bases.
We've got to see Brown show off his athleticism a lot on bunts where he comes charging in, bare-hands it and throws over. The Black Bears infield, very talented. And there's more than 4 guys that can go out there and give you good defense. But Chris Brown and A.J. Singer, the guys on the left side of the infield tonight, they're above average defenders. 1 ball and 1 strike to Cesar Rodriguez. Takes below the knees. He moves out in front, 2 balls and 1 strike. Meek works from the third base side of the rubber. Ground ball to Eli Lopez, moves to his right, throws over in time to get Rodriguez by a step. 1 out away from sweeping the short 2-game non-league series against the Nighthawks. I'd like to give a special shout out to the girls to my left, Madison and Mika, soccer players here at LCC. They have been helping to deliver this broadcast to you at every home game. They operate the cameras, graphics, and instant replays. Meek misses low and away to Dylan Ha. Without them, none of this would be possible, so thank you to them. Also, Justin, who is the media guy on this campus, who is always available to us when technical difficulties arrive. And they sure do. You know, technology is awesome until it's not. We had a little bit of technical difficulties earlier in the game when Buchanan was joining the broadcast. 2-1 to count. Batteries die, Wi-Fi goes out, some kind of electronics freeze, and the list could go on and on. So thanks to Madison, Mika, and Justin. Ground ball to Chris Brown, who comes in, throws over, a strike to first base, ends the game.
Your final score,
the Black Bears take game 2, 5-2, the final score. Thank you so much for tuning in. The Black Bears off tomorrow, the first off day on a Sunday. After the trip to Bend and a couple non-league games, the guys get to rest before a big series coming up as the Black Bears will host the Bellingham Bells Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday starting at 6:35. Thanks so much to Mika. Madison isn't here tonight. First game she's missed, so I still have to shout her out. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thanks so much for letting us be a part of your Saturday. We'll see you on Tuesday. I'm Joey Senna. So long from Longview, Washington. Take care of yourself and your loved ones.